Hi guys, welcome back to Traci-K Reacts. I am Traci-K. Alright, we are on part 2 of Nukes Top 5 10 Scariest Videos of the Year. Like I said before, this was requested by ReggieBoy18. Thank you for that. If you have not seen part 1, go check it out and then come back here and watch this one. Part 1 was really good. It was really good. It got me a little bit. I ain't gonna lie. Traumatized a little bit. But before we get started, go ahead, hit the like button for me. Comment down below. Let me know what you think. And subscribe. Hit the notification bell so when I post, you see it. Alright, let's get into this. Part 2. And let me go in the corner. I'm in the corner. Alright. And let's go full screen and watch this. I hope the rest of this video is good. I really do. Alright.
Over a 6-month period, Colombian Twitter user Don Peramo recounted a very chilling story which took place in his new apartment. Peramo's spooky Twitter tale starts when he moves into a new apartment with his cat Octavio.
Octavio.
Oh.
Octavio, salude. Hola.
He's so cute. I love cats. I was always a dog person growing up, but I got like my first cat, like inside cat, a few years ago, about 5 years ago. And now I have 4. I have Harley, Quinn, Sunny, and Luna. And I love them. They all have their own little personality. Quinn, he's got like attachment issues. He's terrible, terrible. But that is such a cute cat. I always wanted a white one, and I never got a white one.
He was amazed that he had been able to find such a spacious, fully furnished apartment with a private balcony for such a low price. But things soon took a turn toward the bizarre. His cat Octavio, who is usually very friendly and gentle, becomes withdrawn and aggressive.
I will say, moving into a new place, your cat can change. It depends on how they adapt to places. Not saying that's the case here, but that is possible. But we'll see. I don't know. I've always heard cats or animals can see things we can't, so. Bad.
Peramo finds objects move from one place to another and starts to hear strange sounds at night, especially in his bedroom.
Me había olvidado contarles lo de la cama. Resulta que me mudé acá y pues, como les dije, habían los muebles. Estaba una cama de cedro y resulta que 2 veces me he despertado porque escucho que alguien ronca durísimo a mi lado. Y pues cuando me despierto, pues obviamente nadie puede estar roncando porque vivo solo. Pero los ronquidos se escuchan durísimo.
Don Peramo even says that sometimes he wakes up feeling as if someone has nudged or touched him in his sleep. He talks to a neighbor and learns that a mentally disturbed man named Tito passed away in his apartment. He died in the very same bed that Don Peramo has been sleeping in.
Creepy.
The man's body wasn't found by the landlord until weeks after his death. By this time...
Okay, if he died in that bed and wasn't found for weeks, I wouldn't think they'd be able to get that smell out of the bed. I don't know. I mean, unless he's got a new mattress and he just kept the frame to the old bed. They didn't specify. I don't know.
On his Twitter account, Don Peramo has built up a large following. After many audience requests, he decides to do a live Periscope stream from his apartment. What happens on the live stream shocks everyone viewing to their core. First, everything is going fine. Don Peramo gives a casual live tour of his home, but 3 minutes into the stream, things take a turn towards the horrific.
Y más cosas. Y lo otro que encontré nuevo fue como un hueco que hay en la parte de afuera. Por la parte de la terraza hay una especie de hueco que no sé a dónde va y se los voy a mostrar.
Did you see it?
No shit.
Watch again. As Don Peramo passes by his bedroom, someone or something seems to be lying in his bed.
Seriously. I'm checking my heart monitor. That scared me. Yeah. I'm serious. I'm checking my heart monitor. It scared me. I'm usually at like 80, about 82, 83. Like resting. 103. 103. I told y'all that scared me. I should do this from now on. Okay. I don't know, but I just don't see how he couldn't have seen that though.
Something dark and terrifying. Peramo doesn't even notice and continues his house tour. Later, when he returns to the bedroom, the bed is empty and there is no evidence that anything was ever there.
No, acá no hay nada. Pues Octavio estaba aquí, pero se salió nada más. Yo salí.
That could be completely staged, okay? Just, that could be, I mean, it was creepy, but that could be staged.
Bueno.
Don Peramo's story about the strange feeling that someone was sleeping next to him, and then this dark shape in his bed, makes for one of the creepiest stories and one of the strangest live feeds I've ever seen. The Ghosts of Carmel, Maine. The YouTube channel Ghosts of Carmel, Maine is always a viewer favorite here on the channel, but this particular video really seemed to put a fright into many viewers, ranking it as one of the year's scariest.
Wow.
Is that a basement?
Okay, there he is in the window again. Went under the bed.
He went under the bed. Why are you going to the bed? Why are you going to the bed? Why are you going to the bed? Like, why are you going to the bed? What are you doing? Have you lost your mind? At that point, most sane people leave. Right? Why are you going to the bed?
I'm out of here.
Now, if you're wondering why Kent's reaction is so casual in a situation that would absolutely horrify most of us, well, he says he's had hundreds of these bizarre encounters while living in his haunted home.
Hope you guys say something or do something. Oh my God! No! Oh.
To see all of Kent's ghost investigations, check out his channel, Ghosts of Carmel, Maine. The Cage.
Thank you. Thank you for being done with that one. My lord. How much longer we got? We're on 3? God almighty. Okay.
In the small town of St. Osyth in Essex, UK, there is a very old abandoned prison called The Cage. The prison is unique in that for over 400 years, it served as a jail to confine and execute women convicted of witchcraft. Paranormal researcher Brian Mack and his crew went to the site to perform an investigation into the supposed supernatural activity in the prison. While there, the crew said that they heard strange footsteps and whispers. Lights turned on and off by themselves, and members of the crew were bitten or pinched by something that they couldn't see. The experience was so frightening that some crew members actually refused to continue with the investigation. But the creepiest and most bizarre experience of all came when Brian Mack's team attempted to perform a seance while Brian observed from the other room.
Face has completely changed. Doesn't even look like a person. Right, Debbie, you need to come down here for a minute, please. Oh, that is weird. My eyes were black.
As the seance begins, one of the women's face seems to transform and contort in a horrifying way. Her nose seems to grow and her mouth curves into a bizarre, inhuman grin.
Your face has completely changed. Doesn't even look like a person. Right, Debbie, you need to come down here for a minute, please. Oh, weird, man. Her eyes are black.
The researchers become worried and call the woman out of the room. It was later found that even though the woman had been wearing several layers of thick clothing, she had a bizarre burn mark down the back of her neck. After the investigation...
But that doesn't even look anything like her in the video. Like the picture. That's weird.
And the woman says that she had horrible nightmares and experienced strange things around her home. As for why this video was included in the Scariest Videos list, well, this face. And I think that's all the explanation needed.
Yeah.
When horror becomes horror. This next clip was sent in to me by Andrew Barahona, a filmmaker for Board Film Studios. Andrew was filming a scene for a horror movie in the historic and allegedly very haunted Doña Ana County Courthouse in New Mexico. In the scene they are filming, the actress Chelsea is meant to be acting overcome with fear, because in the movie scene a killer is supposed to be stalking her through the building's hallways. But acting frightened soon turns into very real terror.
Wait, turn the light on. Oh,
The filmmaker and the actress are the only ones on the third floor of the courthouse. But suddenly a startling and very real door slam can be heard from somewhere nearby. Then both of them hear some very odd whispering that sounds like it's right in the room with them.
Wait, turn the light on. Oh,
And so at the time, I had the camera in my hand, and...
See, I'm one of those people that... A lot of times when you hear these, like, they say they're whispering, and they're like, this is what it says. Once you put that out there, it kind of plays tricks on your mind. So the person watching this, like me watching this, once they say it says, you need to leave here, then whatever I hear is going to... I'm going to think it says that. Whereas the first time they played it, I had no idea what it said. I couldn't tell. Then the second time after they put on there, you need to leave here, that's what I heard. So, I don't know. I don't know.
I almost reacted immediately when I heard it. It was like it was next to me. And so she said she saw something behind me, and we just booked it.
Wait, turn the light on. Oh,
Now, of course, since this clip came from a professional filmmaker, I was especially skeptical. But I think the footage, along with their very believable reactions, speaks for itself. A terrifying tour. This next video is especially unique because it doesn't involve your typical group of ghost hunters. This video was taken by Adelaide's Haunted Horizons Ghost Tours. This tour group is exploring the supposedly haunted Tailem Town Church in South Australia. The people that you see in this video are all random tour participants, not paranormal researchers. They have no reason to fake their reactions. So, first the tour group's camera and light batteries begin to drain mysteriously. Then very strange things begin to happen to the tour participants.
He just let that shit. If there wants something to sat on the chair and vibrated, and then there wants something like that.
Okay. So that was that night. Then, as I said, it noised in my head.
Oh my god. What?
Was that you?
He's on the leg. Hey, what is it?
Like something, seriously.
What?
That just felt like something just touched my back.
Your back.
Yeah. He's on the leg.
So that was that night. Then, as I said, it noised in my head.
It almost looked like when she moved that there was something still there.
Like something, seriously?
What?
That just felt like something just touched like my back.
And he hasn't moved from his spot. He can't reach from it. He's kind of creepy like that. He looks hell weird.
Are you alright?
I'm good. No, but you're not reacting or anything. She's petrified and you're not even. You're just chilling.
If you don't feel right, if you get irritable, if you get angry, if you get anxious.
What? When he's staring at what's wrong? Wait, what's wrong? Wait.
Are you laughing?
He's crying. What? No, what is that? No, tell us. Just before you even started.
Yeah.
And if you think maybe that guy was just a bit unstable or perhaps having a bad day, well, he's not the only tour member who has a very frightening experience.
To stop tours completely
That way, I guess he won't come back.
because
What's going on?
it would spoil the game.
It's all got something touch me again.
Your hand is shaking like crazy.
That's
how I have been since I came in here.
I'm sick.
You feel sick as well?
Yeah.
I felt sick and I felt sad when I was sick.
Well, we can either keep going or we can call it a quit.
No, I think this is what,
Yeah, sitting here.
This is what you come for.
it's what we signed up for.
This is quite an active time in here.
Later in the video, in another area of the church, a tour member says he feels like he's been hit hard in the shoulder by some unseen force. Unfortunately, the camera only catches the audio of the event.
I can't see anything. There's no...
On the shoulder. What? Like here. Oh, jeez. Okay, it was not like you like, I'm good, Nah, it like shoved me forward. Did it? Yeah.
I heard the knock behind you.
He has a scratch on him.
There's a still chemical.
I don't know. It should be up the front. Where is the scratch?
On my shoulder. See this here?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Look how well it shows up on this.
Oh,
Show
just-
Brian that photo.
Yeah, that's going to be better than any of
Hold on, I'll just hold it down for a second.
Look at that, Ryan.
Oh,
Are you sort of freaked out by that? Because I'm like really...
Jesus.
But in the end, no worries. All of the ghost tour participants made it out okay. Now, none of these people were so-called professional ghost hunters. They were simply tourists. So they had nothing to gain from acting scared, making this video one of the most believable pieces of paranormal evidence I've ever seen, and earning it a top spot. So that's the top 10 scariest videos of the year. As always, I'm certainly not trying to convince you that any of the...
So, personally, the last one was probably the weakest. Probably one of the weaker ones. Because when you get into a group setting like that, it's almost like that mob mentality. You know what I mean? Like one person will be like, I feel cold, and then all of a sudden everyone feels cold. Or when your senses are heightened and you're in a situation where you're scared, you might start feeling certain ways. So that's why I said I think the last one's a little less like convincing. You know what I mean? But these were good. These were good. Now, I don't know if this was better than the first. I think the first half of it was probably the best. All right. Tell me what you guys think down below. Thank you, ReggieBoy18, once again, for suggesting this. It was fun. And yeah, like, comment, subscribe, come back and see me. Go check out the first part. And I love you guys. I will talk to y'all later. Y'all have a good night. Bye.